So today I'll be talking about how to use Coingecko for your crypto arbitrage. All right. Now I've gotten a lot of requests from people who are looking out for tools they can use for crypto arbitrage, research, and trading. And Coingecko is one of them. All right. You can do this with your phone actually. So Coingecko is very similar to your coin market cap, where you can find different cryptos and you can find the different prices and different exchanges where people buy and sell them. All right. Also, crypto arbitrage is very interesting because different cryptos are having different prices on different exchanges. So traders tend to take advantage of these prices. All right. So before I start this video, no part of this video should be considered as financial advice. And of course, CoinGecko do not have all the requirements for a full crypto arbitrage platform. They don't have the fees. They don't have the transfer or transaction time. So you have to do your research when you are making use of CoinGecko. All right. So let's talk about how to use CoinGecko for arbitrage. There are several cryptos here, and you can choose any one of them. Particularly, I love doing arbitrage with cryptos that have low transaction fees. For example, I avoid Bitcoin because Bitcoin has a lot of transaction fees attached to it. I can use BNB, okay, because BNB have quite low amount of transaction fees. I can also use Ripple. I can also use Solana. I avoid Tron. All right, so you have to search out for cryptos with low transaction fees. So that is why I always mention before you start out on anything involving money, finance, do your own research. Okay, do your own research, and that's why we always mention it is not financial advice because most people will tend to just jump on any arbitrage and then all the profits and some part of their capital can be eaten up in the transfer or in the arbitrage. All right. So that's why I always mention this is not financial advice. You should do your own proper research before you carry out any crypto arbitrage. So this video do not guarantee any income at all. All right. So I'll be using the BNB for an example today. All right. Coingecko is a very popular place. So I'm going to use BNB. So the price of BNB right now is $568. Okay, and this is the price it is right now. Although you can now click on it to research more. When you click on BNB, there are several places where BNB is sold or several exchanges where BNB is sold. Arbitrage traders will tend to take advantage of the prices from different markets. All right. For example, a table water can be sold in Dubai for like $500. The same table water is sold in, let's say, the US for $510. The same quantity of table waters. So arbitrage traders will tend to take advantage of the price differences and try to do their business. All right. So I'm just going to wait for it and allow it load up a little bit before we can continue. So right now it is loaded up, and the next thing you're going to do is to visit the market. You can come to this area where you find market. Market simply means where you can see several prices and several exchanges. So definitely if you're using your phone, you also find the market area. You can click on it. And one of the reasons why I'm talking about this is because I believe people want to use platforms that are free. CoinGecko is one of those platforms that give you free arbitrage tools. I also use the CoinMarketCap, so I believe CoinGecko can work for you if you don't have access to CoinMarketCap. So here you can see Binance, GrooveX, BTCC, Binance, XT, CoinW, Bitmart. All these are several exchanges. And one thing about arbitrage is that the price of a coin always have different prices across different exchanges. So it's your job to now compare the prices and consider where you can buy from and also where you can sell at. All right. So this video will not really tell you about where you can buy from or where you can sell at because you are restricted to mention that because people will often see it as financial advice. So you just look out for where it is cheaper and of course where it is more expensive. And that's why your research is more important. For example, on Binance, you can see the pair BNB/USDT, the price is 567. Okay, and on GrooveX, the price of BNB is 567.28. It's just different with cents. Okay, on Binance with BNB USD1, it is 565. Okay, which means this one is quite cheaper right now, and I'm just going to toggle it like this. Okay, you can be marking the places where they are low. BNB is actually very volatile, is very cool crypto, and particularly I would like intra arbitrage, where you can compare prices between between the same exchange, for example Binance and Binance. Okay, the same Binance. Having to do it between multiple exchanges, different exchanges, can be a little bit more tasking, because you have to like start doing transfer and reception of your assets. But then within one exchange is cool. I'll talk about that on another video. All right. But today let's focus on squarely exchanges or arbitrage between different exchanges. Okay. So 565 is like the lowest I've seen. So you can actually go down to see if you're going to see more. The highest I've seen is 567. Let's go to see if we can see crypto BNB lower than 565 or BNB higher than 567. I'm going to click on number 2. Okay, and here you can see more exchanges, more market. Here is 566. Okay, 566 is still KuCoin is cool, but KuCoin is at 566. Let's see number 3. Also, you should always make sure that you are considering using exchanges that are popular or exchanges that are popular. Don't use exchanges that you have never heard about or you don't know anything about. All right. Always prioritize exchanges that are popular. Now you can see Binance on the USD BNB/U is at 564. So if you are writing down these prices, you see that you have seen 564, you have seen 567. All right, and this means it is actually cool. It is actually cool to do arbitrage between the two places you have considered. Now this is 569. I think this is like the highest I've seen, and I would have loved it, but then I'm not too conversant about this particular exchange, so that's why I try to avoid it. Now let me show you something. If you come to this area and you see volume, 24 hours volume simply means people who are currently buying the crypto on the exchange. So for example, on the SafeBit, you can see it has a 24-hour volume of $4.1 million, which means $4.1 million have exchanged for BNB on SafeBit. All right. But the problem with SafeBit, you can see that it is on in TRY. So this could have been cool because this is like a Turkish lira currency. It is not USDT. Okay. So it may not really work for some regions, but it may still be possible for people who live in countries where they can access TRY. So TRY is like a fiat currency, just like your naira, your dollars, your euros, your pounds, and all of those kind of things. All right. So particularly people who have access to TRY currencies can consider this particular one. But then if you don't have access to TRY and you SafeBit doesn't work in your region, then you should not be looking at it. Okay. Also, SafeBit may not be popular in your country, but it is very popular in another country. So that's why all of these things um, needs research. Okay. Now, even if you live in Nigeria and you want to use SafeBit, you can absolutely still do your research and look at how to download it and look at how to complete their KYCs. All right. So I'm going to just go one more page and then we'll talk about the best ones that I can understand. So this is the last page I will be visiting, although there are many pages. You can see up to 37 pages. So there are different cryptos, more than 300 cryptos that you can be crypto platforms that you can be checking out their prices. All right. So particularly, let's go back to page 1 because there's no one higher than 569 here. All of them are still 56. We've seen 569. We have seen 565. So the highest we have seen today is 569 and 565, which is about $4 profits if you do the spread. Don't forget that all of these things are only beautiful if you understand what you're doing. Okay, and it does not guarantee any profit. You still have to deduct your fees. You still have to deduct your transaction fees and all of those things like transfer fees and all right. So finally, I think for me, I'll be using, I think the easiest I can spot here right now is the intra kind of arbitrage where I can exchange between Binance and Binance. Okay, because the USD1 is a stable coin and USDT is also a stable coin. Okay, this will not stress me much. But now, don't take my word for it. You can do your own research. You can come here on another day and these two pairs are the same prices. They may not always be different. Right now, this one is giving 565, almost 565. This one is giving 567. So this means like about 2.3 extra dollars when you are trading. Okay, don't forget that this $2.3 extra that you are seeing as a difference between these two can sweep all your fees. Although BNB has low fees, but you need to understand what I mean. Okay, the spread are very low. You can see 0.01, 0.01, and it has 24 hours. That's why you see Binance have a lot of volume, because a lot of people know that it is people are doing it. That's why you can see 24 hours volume of $46 million on BNB slash USDT. And this Binance slash USD one has $17 million, which means $17 million is exchanging from for BNB, exchanging for USD1 on Binance. All right, you can use your Binance app and then you make sure that these guys are like the figures are tallying before you consider doing whatever you want to do. All right, so I'll be leaving you here, guys. You can let me know what you think about using the Coingecko. Don't forget that this is not all you need to know. Coingecko doesn't show you everything. It's only showing you the prices. It's not going to show you the fees. It's not going to show you transaction fees. All of these ones, you can calculate it by yourself. But the best way to do your calculation is to first of all select cryptos that do not normally charge too many fees. For example, BNB. All right. So you have to always use crypto that doesn't charge too many fees. Consider using them. Also, you need to also consider using exchanges that you are familiar with. All right. And of course, I need to mention that Bitmart may not be available after the end of this month because they've released that they are certainly going to be shutting down. All right. So whatever you're doing, you should always check the status of Bitmart before you consider doing your arbitrage. So for now, I will leave you guys here and I will see you on another one. You can do your calculations and of course, let me know what you think about using Coingecko for your arbitrage research. See you on another one, guys, and do have a very wonderful day.